One of the things that I do is I try to help business owners speak better about their businesses. So if we can't speak good about our own businesses, how is it that we are going to make sales, make money, or even connect to people? So I just took a group of people through a process called knowing your ideal customer. And specifically for speaking, you want to really understand what your ideal customer needs. So I want to go over here and kind of give you some of the pain points. So the first thing is you have to know your customer's biggest pain point. If you don't know what's bothering them, you're not going to know what problem to solve. Businesses solve a problem. Even luxury businesses, they solve a problem. Second of all, motivation and goals. Your motivation might be one thing, mine might be something completely different. So when it comes to motivation, what is causing the customer to come to you? Why are they reaching out to you right now? Is it because they want to look better? Is it because they want to have a nicer looking house? Is it because they want to enjoy better time with their family? What is causing them to reach out to you in this moment? And is it something internal? Is it something external? Find out what their goals are and speak to those goals. Next of all, are they willing to give up the cheddar? Are they willing to actually spend money on your services? Or are they, as one of my clients said, are they tire kickers? Are they just coming in because they feel that you are, in fact, somebody that they could just maybe price shop with, use you to get another bid down? Maybe they're not serious at all. In fact, they're just looking for opportunities to waste time. You have to know what their level of spending is and speak to that with urgency. Next, do they have a timeline? Are they actually going to make a decision and pull the trigger? Or are you finding yourself in the place of that dead zone where you don't know when they're going to do it? You know they're interested, but you don't know how it's going to happen. So if you're unclear about the timeline, what you want to do is you want to nurture them in some way. This is where if you are working with somebody and you're speaking to them, you want to say, well, here, I'm going to put you on a mailing list to give you some updates about our business, to get you some updates about how I could work with you. And then maybe that nurture sequence will lead them to pull the trigger. But if the unclear timeline is there, you want to make sure that you stay in their face. Next thing. Where did they fail in the past? Like they tried already to do whatever it is that your business offers. So when you're speaking to them and they say, oh man, I tried to get my team all aligned around a vision and it didn't work, because speak to that failure, because if you can target what that past failure was, you're going to be able to better solve their problems and give value where it's necessary. Language that they use. You want to make sure that the language they use is the language you use. Remember, you know more about your business than you could ever hope to dream. They know about what they know. They don't want to master all of the ins and outs of your business. I'll just show you something real quick here. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. All right. So, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts and the person, I bought this coffee box. I called it a coffee box. So when I went into the drive-thru, I said, could I have the box of coffee? And she said, I'm sorry, what? I said, can you give me the cardboard coffee thing? She said, I'm sorry, what is it you're trying to buy? I said, I want a large order of coffee. And I was stumbling over my words. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. You mean you want a box o' Joe. A box o' Joe. Now, I feel like if I would have said box of Joe, she still wouldn't be giving me the coffee. But because I had to use her terminology for what it is. Your terminology for how you speak about solving your clients' problems is not necessarily going to be their terminology of what that means. So don't make them use your language, use their language. Next of all, decision-making process. When you're speaking, make sure that you speak and communicate in a clear way where you are giving them the opportunity to tell you who makes the decisions. Just because they're hot on the idea of hiring you does not mean that somebody else is going to allow that to happen. I've spoken to clients who are like, yeah, I want you to train our company to speak. Yeah, come and do this. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Where do I sign? Here's a contract. I'm like, oh, you got to talk to HR. Okay, well, are you HR? Nah, I just think it would be great if you come and show us how to speak. Remember, you want to speak to them in terms of their decision-making abilities. So if you start a sales pitch and you're like, okay, who would I talk to that's going to pull the trigger? Make sure you know and speak in terms of, well, I want to give this to Ray from accounting. I want to talk to Sharon from HR. I want to make sure that I'm able to get in front of them. Another one, what is their preferred communication channel? Are they a text-only person? Are they a person who is only going to focus on email? Are they a person that if you call them, you're basically telling them that somebody in their family died, right? So how do they prefer to communicate? So let them know, hey, I'm only going to text you or I'm only going to email you, but if we have to have a conversation, I'll ask to jump on a call. Let them know how important it is that you can connect to them. Finally, 2 more. Obstacles. What is it that is keeping them from purchasing from you? Speak about the obstacles. Hey, I know right now the tariffs. I don't know what's going on with Trump. I don't know what's going on in the economy. You can talk to them about that. You have to be able to navigate them around the obstacles, because if you don't navigate them around the obstacles, they are not going to buy from you. You have to be comfortable enough speaking into those obstacles. Next of all, and finally, heat level. It's like wings. Are they cold? Are they warm? Are they red hot? I wouldn't eat cold wings. But you want to know where they are in the process. Like, are they genuinely ready to make a decision? Are they genuinely ready to make a sale? Or are they simply just kind of not really there? They're somebody that you pulled off the street, talked to them, and they're not interested at all? Are they somebody that knows you? They don't really know what you're about. They're not really trying to get a problem solved, but they're kind of interested. They're on the warm side. Red hot means they're looking for a terminal to put their credit card in. So you want to make sure that you're speaking to them on where they are. If they're cold, they need awareness of you, and they need to see what you can do. If they're warm, they need to be maybe given some value to the point where you'll speak to them about making that decision. If they're red hot, you just give them a pricing plan, tell them where to put their credit card. Now, one bonus thing that we go over, one of the things, ignore this one, but one of the things that we talked about in our business meeting was when you are speaking, you want to have a good, better, best pricing structure, because not everybody can afford your premium services. So you want to upsell or you want to downsell. So let's say, for example, you want to buy a car and you have a budget for a car. Well, pristine budget, unlimited budget would be all the bells and whistles, drives itself. It's got 6 moonroofs, 8 climate control systems. Like, that's your best. Like, that's the prima donna, the best. Okay. But you could also get a good one where the wheels work and you have to roll the windows down manually. If you have a car like that, then you maybe are my age and you should probably go get your prostate checked. But coming back to it, some of those good packages, you're going to make a sale there. The middle road is the better. And you want to aim for the better, because the better is kind of the package where they can come in and you speak about, this is kind of our flagship package. This is what we would recommend. So that way, if they go, that's too much money or I can't make that decision, then you can downgrade them to good, or you can upgrade them to better. So this is how you speak to your ideal client. My name is Sam Linton, and I run a company called Glint Storytelling Group. And if you want to speak better to your clients, if you want to speak better to your team, if you want to feel more confident about the words that are coming out of your mouth, I'm your person. You are tired of not really sure if you're tired of being unsure as to whether or not your message is connecting. And believe it or not, the people that you're speaking to, they're tired of that too. So spend some time with me. I would love to coach you. I would love to help you. I would love to get you the results that you want. as a communicator in your business so that you can make more sales, lead better, and feel better in your own skin with regard to communication. So let us know how we can help you, and I would love to talk to you soon.